Ladies and gentlemen, the Australian 1 ounce silver piece is a bullion and commemorative coin format. Uniquely, in Australia, there are 2 mints authorized to strike legal tender: the Royal Australian Mint, which also makes the country's circulating coinage, and the Perth Mint, which also makes collector and bullion coins as well as other bullion products. Both mints endeavor to create coins with attractive designs and to introduce new designs and themes, often in order to raise the numismatic value of the coins over the value of the precious metal used. The coin is the second issue in a new premium bullion coin series called Australia's Coat of Arms, and bears the design inspired by the coat of arms of the state of New South Wales. Yes, for those of you who live in the suburb of Sydney and Newcastle and the rest of them, New South Wales is your capital, or your state, let me be precise. Anyways, I would like to welcome you guys to yet another antique version coin series on this channel. This is the 2022, the coat of arms, your 1 ounce silver, your New South Wales silver coin. And thanks to Boris Schrader, who is the owner of the Giant and Dwarf Antique Silver Coins on Facebook. Yes, the Giant and Dwarf Antique Coins on Facebook. We want to thank him for the support and the sponsorship he has given us in antiquing all the silver coins that we've been showcasing from the start of the year up until the end of the year. Yes, we are highly grateful to him for providing those, and yes, we'll continue to acknowledge him for his antiquing services, so feel free to check him out. Anyways, let us all dive on in. When we come back, we shall analyze in details the features of this coin, and we'll run through you guys the details. And with that, let us all dive on in. Greetings, my people, and indeed a very warm, fantastic, majestic, and fantabulous welcome to each and every single one of you to yet again another of my coin showcasing videos. My name is Biwari Kikum Staka NZ, and you guys are highly welcome to today's edition. Alrighty, where do we start? This is the other side of the coin itself. It shows in a small circle below the crowned head of Her late Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. Yes, on here. Alright, the portrait is actually right facing. She is wearing the royal diamond diadem, which is the diadem crown anyways, and also she is wearing the Victoria coronation necklace. Yes, one for her coronation. This is her effigy, known as the 5th portrait worldwide and the 6th portrait in Australia in uncupped version. And yes, showing the queen's shoulders and not terminating at the neck as the normal queen's version, as we all know. Yeah, as the normal version. We know that on the left side, in small letters on the queen's shoulder, the artist's initials are there. Let me zoom in for you guys so that we can actually get to see. Yeah, it is quite small. I don't want to zoom in too much, but you will see JC on here. Yeah, that little initials JC for Geordie Clark. Yes, renowned engraver. Yes, above it you guys have the monarch's legend, which is Elizabeth II. Australia is a country back in the coin. 2022 is your year date. And yes, we know that most of the obverse is taken by the image of the arms of Australia. Yeah, the coat of arms of New South Wales in Australia. Visible in the background is part of a cross and the stars of the Southern Cross constellation. And yes, both also are parts of the state coat of arms, dotted around 8 Tudor roses, as you guys can count with me. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, 8 Tudor roses are shown. And then horizontally on the left, an inscription specifying the precious metal content, which is your 1 ounce. 395 is your purity. Ag is the molecular or atomic symbol of silver in the periodic table. And on 3 lines on the right, we have newly risen, how brightly you shine. Here's the English translation of the Latin motto, which is on the ribbon below, the coat of arms of the state, which possibly, I believe it's known as the Horta Recens Quam Pura Nitis. Alrighty, let's move to the reverse side of the coin itself. Right, the reverse side of the coin features a kangaroo surrounded by Australian native vegetation, Waratah, the floral emblem of New South Wales, and with, as well as 2 sheep, as we can see. These 2 sheep, we can see some wheat, not barley. We can see some Waratahs as well with the kangaroo. Yes, all of them are symbols of agricultural beginning of the state. Yes, wheat and sheep feature on the coat of arms of New South Wales. The designer's logo is stylized A over B, which you guys can definitely see. Yeah, it is on there, stylized A over B. Alright, the name of the artist, which is Aaron Baggio. Yes, we watched some documentaries about him when this coat of arms got released. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Alright, what else? On the shield above the left, the face value and denomination, which is $1. On here, $1 Australian. In the ribbon below, above a rising sun, we can see New South Wales. Yeah, the state, one of the states in Australia. Alright, if you have enjoyed, please hit that like button for me. It is food for the YouTube algo. If this is your first time on here, we do things like this on a daily to weekly basis, so please pledge your allegiance to us, give us your full support, and yes, let us continue to grow if you guys do not mind. Alright, I believe that concludes it for us with regards to this particular series of the antique version on this channel. And with that, a very big thank you to each and every single one of you once again for stopping by, dropping by to view yet another of my coin showcasing videos. And with that, I'll definitely see each and every single one of you in my next video. Thank you very much.